And so explain to us how this combination just doesn't wind up with Sub-Zero getting melted by Superman's heat vision.
That's a good question. Well, in the story-wise, we really are establishing the whole element of magic that's always existed in the Mortal Kombat games, and so that kind of like brings Superman down to a non-completely indestructible force. He still has his powers, which is cool, but he's actually susceptible to the attacks of some of the other characters as well.
But yeah, so we're getting a taste of some of Superman's powers already, but hit us with his greatest hits of his moves.
Well, he has this suction breath move where he pulls the guy in and then kind of gets an auto hit, but at the same time you can splice in from that move into like this throwing move that he has. So if you notice there, those are two different moves that he kind of cut one of them in half and went into the other one. That's kind of, again, that's really the kind of the basis of our fighting mechanic, you know, opening the doors to these kind of player-created opportunities. He has freeze breath. We're actually considering making Sub-Zero immune to Superman's freeze breath. So the final version, we'll see how that ends up being. But
he is icy.
It doesn't really make too much sense for him to be frozen. But again, there's a combination of Superman's moves where he uses the earthquake move with his heat vision, and in the middle of it, which is.
And we're getting some hints of flight. So how much can you actually fly as Superman?
Well, Superman has the ability to, he has flight in some of his special moves, but he also has a move where he can just kind of hover there in the air and then fire off his heat vision or do a ground pound, and it's kind of like puts the opponent in kind of like a precarious situation. Or do I want to attack him or just kind of avoid his kind of arsenal of moves?
As far as Sub-Zero goes, we're seeing a lot of the same stuff that we know and love, but like everybody, you tricked him out with some new stuff.
Yeah, he has this kind of, I don't know why we're calling it the ice nugget, because it's bigger than a nugget, but internally that's what we're calling it. We're probably, he has a teleport move, which I don't think Sub-Zero has ever really had, kind of like getting on the other side of his opponent. And but then, like you said, he has kind of like the favorites, the slide move, and his forward projectile. And I don't even think that Sub-Zero is completely done. So we'll probably see another. Oh, that's right. And he also has this kind of countering move where he becomes, kind
of like your ice clone.
Yeah, an ice clone that doesn't create a clone, where he is the actual clone. So that's a good description of it. So all the characters, like you were saying, the favorites, oh cool, I get to still throw a spear, I get to do this, but then we try to add in the new ones just to kind of update them. And as we've been always kind of touting, we do have finishing moves in the game. The heroes have brutalities. The villains and Mortal Kombat characters all have fatalities. Nice.